how can we make this money last longer? Well, we already know one way we can do that. We can adjust Social Security. So let's go back to Social Security. Now, he was taking Social Security at 67. It was $2,800 a month. So let's take it at 62. If we take it at 62, it's 70% of his full retirement benefit, which is $1,960. Now, keep in mind, you can take Social Security at 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, or 70. I sound like my 5-year-old daughter learning to count to 100. So you can take Social Security at any time between there. If you take it at your full retirement age, it's 100%. That's what we're shooting for. But if we have to take it early because of market losses, because our retirement income goes up, whatever, we can do that as well. So in this case, we're going to look at that. We're going to take it at 62 years old at 1960. So let's go to retirement. Remember, we were out of money. Now we're out of money. Oh, we got a year. We were out of money at 87. Now we're out of money at 88. So we're moving in the right direction. So in this guy's case, can I retire at 55 with $1 million? Instead of taking Social Security at 66, it made more sense to take Social Security at 62 early, and it made his retirement income last 1 extra year. So now we have to look at what's the next thing we can adjust. Well, how about expenses? His current retirement expenses are $50,000 a year. Now, getting to 88 years old is a good probability that you're doing pretty darn good. But if you're 55 today with medical advances, you might live to your 100. So let's look at our retirement expenses, and let's see if we can adjust this to get this even farther. So we go to expenses. So currently he's at $50,000 a year with inflation, so $4,180. What if we back down by $5,000 a year? Let's go from $50,000 a year in retirement expenses to $45,000 in retirement expenses, which would be $3,750. Again, we're going to keep inflation at 3.24%. We always want to calculate inflation on our retirement income. This is especially important when you're calculating your Social Security, when you're calculating any pensions, when you're calculating annuity income. A lot of clients come to me and they've been sold an annuity and they say, hey, I'm going to get a guaranteed income for the rest of my life. And I'll say, hey, does it have inflation protection on it? And they'll say, no one's ever talked to me about inflation. It's very important that we talk about inflation. So now, remember, 88 years old, taking Social Security at 62, can I retire at 55 with $1 million? Now we're adjusting our expenses by $5,000 to the downside. Look at this. Wow. We jumped 10 years to 98 years old. So can I retire at 55 with $1 million? We did two things that most retirees, if you read a retirement article or a book, tell you not to do. We took Social Security early and we lowered our expenses by $5,000. Because if you're running out of money early, you've really got to figure out, do I want to work longer, or can I adjust my budget to make my money last longer?